Is Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD new tonight, January 29, 25? Is Chicago Med new tonight on NBC? What is there to also say here about both Chicago Fire and Chicago PD? There are of course a lot of major headlines to get in here and discuss, but let's just start things off here with the following message. All three of these shows are going to be on tonight. If that's not enough for you, also be sure to remember that this is when the long-awaited crossover event is poised to arrive. Because it has been years since we had a chance to see the last three-parter like this, we do tend to think that it raises both the potential and the stakes here. There is a ton to be excited about. Chicago Fire Season 13 Episode 11, In the Trenches, Part 1. Chicago's first responders unite in the wake of a catastrophic gas explosion and fire that threaten a city government building. Herman reluctantly shadows Pascal while Violet, Novak and Dr. Frost take charge of triage efforts on site. Chicago Med Season 10 Episode 11, In the Trenches, Part 2. Following the subway tunnel collapse, Ruzek and Kid treat injured passengers and track down the missing offender. Archer and Frost perform a life-saving amputation. Lennox feels the weight of the CPD's hopes as she fights to save one of their own. Chicago PD Season 12 Episode 11, In the Trenches, Part 3. With the suspects still at large and conditions worsening underground, first responders race against the clock to reach the trapped victims, while the investigation into the assailants comes into focus. By the end of this crossover, we know that there could be lives on the line. It remains to be seen if everyone will be able to make it through all of this, but we are more than a little eager to figure that out. What do you want to see on Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD via the crossover event? Share right now in the attached comments.